So we've launched this thing called Trucking Tower Leads, right? You're
Yes,
a
we
big
did.
part of it. And me and you did some heavy lifting, but it was data. And the data is engine fleet numbers, engines, executive contact details, name, title, phone, LinkedIn, email, etc. But the big question is, so you got 4,000 executive contact leads. What are you going to do with that? What would you do with that? Right? I just have a couple of examples here, right? So
Yeah.
you and I work together with CyberFuels, and it's so awesome because we're doing net savings for trucking fleets, and they reduce their fuel consumption and their emissions at the same time, and they're getting anywhere from 10 to 23% net cost savings. So using that in a campaign, John Lawrence, president, good friend of mine now, generated over $4 billion sales pipeline growth in the first 5 months.
Yeah, I wonder why you guys are good friends now.
Well, I've enjoyed hanging out with him. In fact, I went and saw him, and we met up in Alabama, and that was fun, right? We got to have dinner and hang out and everything.
Yeah.
But we just did that because we'd already worked together for about 5 months at that point, and
Yeah.
we were both traveling, so we did that. Second example, Brad McBride. Met him several years ago. We talked, and he said, "I wonder if this might work for zero down supply chain solutions and freight optics." And I said, "Well, I think so. You got tons of testimonials, case studies. You save companies money. You got a gain share program. I think if we put that out there to thousands of people, that you're going to get good results." And he said, over 200 inbound lead messages in 3.5 months with their solution. So we have this database, right? There's over 14,000 executives that actually have a fleet of engines. That's the thing. See, I've been in the trucking space for 27 years, and
Yeah.
you can go to various databases and you can download thousands of records, right? Then
Yeah.
you look through it and you're like, 70% of this is freight technology, consultants, brokers. If you're selling products to fleets of trucks, do you really want all that?
Well, and here's the thing, Andy, is when we were putting this stuff together, we were going through some other lead places you can go to. And if you recall, I pointed out that the chief operating officer for a certain trucking company was me.
Right.
According to that lead. I
According
hadn't
to that
been at that,
list.
I wasn't at that fleet for the last 10 years, haven't been there, and I was never COO. I was I was the executive vice president of sales and marketing. I was never the COO there.
No, you're right. And we, as a company, with this, we did verifications that they are still there. And that's a big part of it. But not only that, that they actually have a DOT number, an MC number, they have engines. Because I could spin my wheels for hours and hours and hours going through data and going, nope, that's not a fleet. Nope, that's not a fleet. Nope, that's not a fleet. But we've done that, right? We've done all of that.
We
So
have done that. And here's the other thing, verifying that those MC numbers and DOT numbers are legitimate and they're really, and going through there is very, very important. I bought a DOT, an MC number off of somebody who didn't know they owned it. Like, I did 10 years ago. I need a good MC number. I needed a good low number. So I just went on SaferSys and started calling. And I said, I want to buy your DOT number, your MC number. He said, I don't know that. I said, says you do right here. He goes, wow, I haven't used that thing in 10 years. I said, yeah, I'll give you some, whatever for it. Bought it.
right, exactly. And we verified with our methodology that they are there and they are that person.
That's right.
And that's a big thing with some of these databases. You can download thousands of records, but you could spend hundreds of hours going through it. And then at the end of the day, you finally get to a point and you go, well, now we verified they are a company. How many engines do they have? Well, let's go spend another 400 hours on that. Right. So
Yeah.
it's just so much time and effort that
And then you've got to decide what format you're going to put it in and make sure that you can search through that format and make sure that all the data entries are homogeneous, et cetera. And that you're, as we're looking at H-E-B- all caps, is the same as the way it's spelled everywhere else in your organization. Otherwise, you ain't going to find it. Um, you know what I'm saying? And is that the way it's actually spelled in, SaferSys or in the DOT database as well? Because you could look all day long. Trust me, I've done it because we built this.
right, right, absolutely. And
Right.
what's exciting is they can get a free demo.
Yeah.
Just go in and basically sign up at the very top. There's a get your free demo account right now. And you can literally search and then you can look at records and you can even download a small list of records for free. Just go check it out, right? It's free.
Sweet.
So
Sweet.
we've got a free demo account you can get access to right there and get signed up, go to town, and then when you're ready, we can help you with LinkedIn outreach, email outreach, phone if you want it, sales admin. You want a sales admin? We've got that. So whatever it is you
Yeah.
want to do to basically build business with a ton of data, we can help you with that.
Yeah. Listen, I've got other things, other irons in the fire, other businesses going, other things. We're both building this and some other services, et cetera, that together and those type of things. So you started running a campaign using this stuff, the automation, et cetera, for me 2 days ago, right?
Yep.
2 days ago, I've got over 25 inbound leads in 2 days. They're reaching me. Hey, this looks great. Let's talk.
Yep.
2 days. Started it literally not even, right? Because we didn't even start it till Monday afternoon, I think.
Right. No, it's within 2 days you had over 20. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you mentioned all these other things that you can do with it, right? And we're speaking to predominantly people in logistics, right? And obviously our podcast is not hitting the cosmetics world, it's hitting logistics world. And so
Right.
everybody understands all the buzzwords of transparency and visibility and integration and control tower and all this other kind of stuff. This is what we're talking about. You can go in and you can get those leads if you've got the technology and you've got the idea and you've got the end result you're looking for. Get these leads, go for it. If you don't, we have the services to make these leads valuable for you.
Right.
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 To
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
it efficient.
The approach and what you say in your messaging is extremely important. So
Yeah.
we've both been through this experience where we get a message and it's just spam. And it's like, boom, I know what your problems are. I know how to solve them. And you're like, I didn't even know I had that problem. I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
And
Or
so,
it's obviously AI and it's misinterpreted everything about your business. Right?
oh man, it's so funny. I got an email the other day that said, "Hello, Andy. I see that Andy is involved in your company." And I'm like, what? You're addressing me. And you say, I see that you're involved in this company name and that you probably need this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, wow. So, hello, Andy. I see Andy's involved in your business. Well, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
But they were
It's,
using AI and trying to put together an AI string of stuff, and it was nonsensical. And I was just like, I feel bad for these people that are doing that. And what we do differently, we don't hit them with, you need to buy this now. We hit them with, hey, here's a podcast. Hey, here's a press release. Hey, here's a case study. Let's talk sometime. Let's chat
yeah.
sometime.
And that's an excellent point, because all of those things that you just said are high level successful sales follow-up techniques, right? You need to follow up with people, not like, hey, I called you to try and sell you something last week. Will you answer the phone this time? Hey,
Right.
I haven't heard for you. That means you've either fallen off the face of the earth, one, or B, you've seen that one,
Oh,
right? That's like,
absolutely. I get them every week.
yeah, that's ridiculous. But you need to follow up with something of value. Say, I know, Andy, what you're doing. I've studied your business, something, and here's how I can actually help you. Those follow-ups are much they're much more successful and they're much more meaningful. And they show, otherwise we call it spray and pray. And that's not what we're talking about here. We're not saying we'll take all 14,000 of these leads and we'll just spray them with your name and hopefully somebody will be interested. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Right.
That
And you have to, and frankly, you have to be careful with your brand because there's things you can do and get yourself in trouble. And you don't want to be spamming 5,000 people a week. Eventually, Google or Outlook or whoever that you're doing that with is going to get wind of it. Same thing with LinkedIn. You don't want to be spamming people because you'll get reported. And unfortunately, they've got the final say. If you're spamming people
100%.
and you get reported as being a spammer, they can say, oh, no, we're no bueno, no more of that. So
they cut you off.
Yep, they'll cut you off. So we're careful in how we do this and basically putting value and verified results in front of people so that they can go and make an informed decision. Okay, they seem to know what they're talking about. I'll go ahead and meet with them.
Yeah, I mean that is absolutely 100% true.
Right.
And here's the other thing. You're not talking to a random marketing firm that doesn't know anything about this industry. I mean, you know,
you don't need
I've been in it so long, I still cough up diesel every once in a while.
Right. You're 32 years, I think, in the trucking industry. Basically.
36 years I've been doing this.
36. And I am 29 years in the business and I've worked with 70 of the top 100 fleets in America. So you don't have to tell me what LTL means. So, you know, it's just, that is a big part of it as well. Been in the supply chain industry for a long, long time, and we can help.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And love to do it because it's a great, it's a great industry and the industry needs to do more and more good things and continue to grow and be more and more efficient because it's the arteries. It's not the lifeblood. It's the arteries that makes the blood flow through the economy all over the world. It really does. Because if it shuts down, we all know what happens. It's not a good thing.
No, it's not. No, it is a lot of fun helping companies that are rolling out solutions that help the end customer, right? It's so much fun doing those campaigns because they are helping and they're not spamming people all day long either, you know, and so it's just fun. It's fun work. It really is fun. So we've got the database, we've got the leads, we've got the services to help. So if you guys want sales growth in the trucking fleet industry with actual fleets of trucks, then we're ready to help.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't just end there. It continues to grow. It continues to be verified and we'll continue to enrich that data with more and more information.
That's right. Absolutely. So, you know, I think I'll put a bow on this one. Thanks for watching or listening, everybody. And we will see you again on the next one. Take care.
Peace and love, everybody.